Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Pokémon Sleep. Let's head in, check out last night's sleep research as Halloween event has finally fully started, with the day already in progress, because I already did get breakfast and lunch squared away. So let's head in and get that started, shall we? Okay, we'll get into all the goodies in a second, but let's review last night's sleep research. Okay, so full 100 sleep score with a whole extra minute. Love to see that. Nearly 9 hours. A little bit more dozing this time last, but slumbering. Looks like there's some big pockets of slumbering from last night. Does that win out? It does not. The dozing is in. That's the king today. 2% more. I'll take it. I hardly get dozing sleep, so to see it populate to the top is good for me. And since it's regular green grass, we're already at a full 8 spawns on the first night with a good camp ticket and incense. We're in for a good time. I hope you're ready. I see 2 Pumpkaboo. We got 3, and it's a new sleep style. It's all a little floaty there. We got Caterpie, another Pumpkaboo, purple Halloween hat Pikachu. Who else? We've got, oh my god, I'm going to use so many biscuits today. It's not even funny. Another purple hat Pikachu, new Halloween hat Eevee, and Shuppet. Oh my goodness. Okay. For the things collected, yeah, most of them are 1 and 2 stars, so the overall, like, I'm not getting expert level of XP and Dream Shards. That is okay. We'll give that a second. So that's the 2-star Floating Flutter Sleep. Okay, so we've got the 1 and 2 star. So that'll also, I can also then just use that again to just get the other 2 stars. Haven't used that way, I think, ever. But that does also help to then just leave our Eevee for last. Droopy-eared Sleep. It's a full-on different Dex entry because it's Eevee Halloween. And there are only 2 sleep styles for this Pokemon, so hopefully this week we will still see the 1-star at some point. But I have the incense, so maybe that'll happen sooner than later. And I think it just keeps the same Dex to text, so unfortunately nothing new there. Oh, many spawns. Alright, let's see who's hungry. Just Shuppet. Wow. Okay. I was expecting more. Alright. So, of the Pumpkaboo on field, this is a really interesting situation. I'm going to feed just go down the line of biggest to smallest, because I want the big one for as much capacity as I can get. That's what I want. And it is the season. So I'm also going to use a Great Biscuit on this Eevee. I want to take it home. or I at least want to leave it where even if I have it show up with the incense, I am taking it home. Thankfully, I have the Pikachu with the purple stripe already, so that is not new for me. I know I'm supposed to do this the other way. So now it's set up for success. I will just have to use the incense to get that. Okay. Next up. Let's do it the right way. Let's do this the correct way. See if I get any big hits. I am so... After only just having the 2 from last week and then just having none, I'm so happy to see some Pumpkaboo. And there we go. That is why we... Can I get away with... No, I'm not gonna... I'm gonna use a Great Biscuit. I'm gonna take that one home. So I've got 2 Pumpkaboo checks today. And we'll start making our way down the next one. This may be the single most amount of biscuits that I will have used in a single sleep research. Yes! 3 Pumpkaboo checks today. That's fantastic. Can't ask for better than a critical hit. And I still have 1, and it even now tells you. I just noticed that it even tells you that it's like the what variety. So this is the small variety. I am definitely going to be picking up some more biscuits tomorrow morning. That is definitely going to happen. Ooh. Big hit. Okay, no big hit. But hungry nonetheless. Ooh. We go all the way. This is nice. I just noticed that there's a little bit of the animation of the hearts there. I don't remember seeing that before. So, all but 1? All but 1 Pumpkaboo. I like this. Most of my biscuits, but all but 1 Pumpkaboo. And that is where I'm going to wrap up snack time for today. Still got the rest of the week. Still got the rest of the week. Let's see. Because the... Yeah, let's share the one that's got a... It's all Pumpkaboo candy, so it's all good. And that's got a photobomb of other Pumpkaboo and Snorlax and Caterpie. So all in all, 4,000 Dream Shards. Nice to have, but this isn't going to be the research location to get those big gains. So, we have many checks to get through. Thank you for your patience in advance. Let's go. First up is a Jumbo variety, Naive Nature. Ooh, close. Pumpkin, soybeans, pumpkins. Not necessarily bad. This could end up still working out in some variety. I mean, I like a nice chunk of soybeans in the middle. It's not a bad overall combination. I'm just, hopefully out of one of these we'll have pumpkin. No berry finding, no skill level up. Helping speed, great. Inventory up, also great, especially because it's jumbo. That means its overnight collection could be real good. Additional inventory, that's fine too. Helping speed M is good. And skill trigger at 100. That's not too bad. Naive also means, okay, so it balances out. It's just going to be able to get through those levels a little bit quicker. So not bad, but we got some others to check. So I'm going to keep moving on in the interest of time. I don't want to make this an hour-long deep dive on every single one. Large variety next, with docile nature. So that's going to be the step down in overall size. Pumpkin, soybean, soybean. Great soybean collector then, because it can't have soybeans in the first. So this could also be a very good soybean collector. You know how much I've been collecting those. Let's see. It's got a pretty decent 15 carry limit to get started, so it's not too bad. No berry finding, skill level up in the first slot. We do have helping speed, that's good. Skill trigger, that's okay. Inventory up L at 75, that is going to be absolutely necessary with the amount of soybeans this collects. And inventory up at 100. And docile is no nature. This seems pretty median as far as like soybean collecting. It doesn't have ingredient finding, so it's not finding more of it, and especially with that frequency currently, the helping speed will help. That's really where like I feel like this is going to benefit the Pumpkaboo line the most, is having just because of the size, having an influence on its carry capacity, helping speed, and well, yeah, so really just helping speed to really help it to get that frequency down, and then obviously evolving it and leveling it. Okay, not bad. Next up, medium variety. So this is the second to smallest. So we've been progressively going down. So this is smaller. So this is going to have less capacity, more speed. That rash nature. We got all pumpkin. This is we're at least at the starting line, because it at least has pumpkin in that second slot, which is 5 pumpkin. That's great. Hour and a half frequency, this is expected. 11 carry limit, not super great, but there can be the right sub skills can balance that out. And no skill trigger, or no skill level up in that first slot. What do we got? Skill trigger M. Okay. Helping speed, it's good. Ingredient finder S. Let's go. All right. I'm at least feeling good on this. Skill trigger again, so it's going to have a lot of charge strength and inventory up at 100, and that can be sub-skill seeded to L. And Rash is ingredient finding. Okay, this one, Pumpkaboo, step into my office. We're gonna, I want to look at this one. I want to know what's going on. So this is medium variety. We're gonna run this as a Gorgeist. I want to see, where does this go? Helping speed S, because that can be sub-skill seeded. So I can get a little bit of play out of 2 sub-skill seeds. So one at 25, one at 50, because those will just go to their respective medium-sized. Yeah, so that's all good. To their medium-sized skills. We are looking for Rash. Not absolutely ideal, but with the fact that it's got both of the other skill triggers, I'm really curious. Ooh. I gotta reload the page. I gotta do this again. I'm sorry. It has been a minute since I've been on the page, and the data that was in there was out of date. Notice that happens. I think we saw that last week too. But I am really excited to see how this one turns out. I would love to be at a good spot that this just goes on the team in between Blastoise, or like more ideally overnight, because it has such a long lead time. That I can just pick up a whole bunch of pumpkins overnight. Okay. That's really good to see. I am very happy with that result. At 65, pulling in 60 pumpkins. Okay. So it may not have the overall capacity, which it can be problematic with it, especially being an overnight Pokemon. So if I did have it overnight, it will get a little bit of inventory from evolving, but being the medium size, it's going to have the lower overall capacity, so it'll fill a lot quicker. But it also eventually will get inventory up L, so it eventually will grow into that. So it has the other skills that it really needs to do well. And just to play Gengar's advocate here, let's put the helping speed to M and the ingredient finder to M. What does two sub-skill seeds do? It does real good. I think the ingredient finding is the more important of the two. So when it does find an ingredient, it just finds more. But the fact that that's 12 more pumpkins. 60 to 72. That feels real good. All right, well, I will let that continue to calculate in the back end, but this one, we're gonna put a star on that one. This is definitely one that I can use for the rest of this week, at least. And then our itty bitty small variety pumpkin. This one's also rash, so it has same nature, so we know that it's going to find ingredients. How are you looking? Okay, you got everything, so non-starter. Sorry to say. But let's take a look. Oh, so that's small, like 7 to 11. So having that large or jumbo size does make a tremendous difference in the amount of ingredients. No berry finding, no skill level up, skill trigger, ingredient finding, so it's going to be good at what it finds, but it's just a lot of, it's a mishmash. Inventory up at 50, that is good. Helping speed at 75 and helping. This skill loadout, this would have been a better overall skill loadout. If this had pumpkins, you kind of want to pick and choose. Okay, but at least we can see from there not what it's a non-starter with not having pumpkins or pumpkin. If it had pumpkin, soybean, I could also find a way to make that work with getting that to evolving it, getting it to 50, getting that inventory up to L, and it would be serviceable. But with those potatoes in that third slot, it's not helping me. But wowee, quite a lot to check there. Thank you for sticking with me through that. That is like a whole episode in and of itself. Almost all the biscuits for the week. I still got quite a lot to go. Alright, well. That's right, I did give out 15 biscuits. I just didn't finish the other one because of the delayed research. Back on a little bit more. We'll clean out our sleep points tomorrow. I don't have a need to use it right this second. I also forgot to get my daily gift. This is so excited by pumpkins. An ingredients ticket, which is good. Get some of those back after using them trying to get more pumpkins. Alright. No news, but always community research. 41 reports from the community. Love to see the ghosties, the ghoulies, the goblins, the pumpkins. Seeing if any... I see one Pumpkaboo icon. But looks like a lot of folks getting very similar results. So thank you everyone for your continued sleep research. Alright. Well, next, are you ready to see something new? Because I have been waiting on pins and needles all day to make something new. It's been a minute since I have been in there. Make sure we get the preview turned on. So, first up, 24 eggs, 32 honey. This is why I needed to make sure I did not dip too much into my other ingredients as this week was going on. 29 tomatoes. And the piece de résistance, 18 pumpkins. It's been a minute since we've seen that icon, right? So I do not have enough to make this consistently. Do at least have enough ingredients to make it. It's 103 of 104, so I can only make it either on Sundays. I'm going to throw in a slowpoke tail just for good measure. But, do have, once I get Happiny to Chansey, do have the Pokemon that can make this happen consistently. No extra tasty, but the scary face pancakes. Let's see how much we get on that first cook. $14 levels on that first make. The sweetness from the vegetables is nice, but making eye contact with this dish will give you a fright. So it's, yeah, you got the pumpkin slices as kind of like the pancakes. You have the eggs in the batter, and then you've got the tomatoes, I guess, acting as the kind of a combination of green tomato and red tomato on the edge there, with a big fluffy stack of what looks like cream, but I guess that's like a honey egg combo. Looks yummy. I would still try it. And making a dish for the first time, we've also got that note now added. That'll take us to Master 9. So doing some great rank climbing to start the week. I cannot believe it's Tuesday and I'm already in Master 9. So let's take care of that right now. Only one dish for the next time that I get the curries and stews. Nice free 20 diamonds. So for now, I will have Blastoise back on the team to recoup some milk, because I do need to get enough for making meals for tomorrow. The rest of the team has been doing an absolutely commendable job pulling in goodies. Gardevoir finally got its first double trigger this morning, so like we're settling into a good pace. Okay. There's... I think that's it. Right, I want to make sure I didn't miss myself doing nothing. Yep. Cool. Yep. So that's going to be it. So, closing things out, looks like it got finished. I'm going to just pop over. Rounding out at a commendable 97% with 2 sub-skill seed investment. So I'm very happy with where this particular Gourgeist is. So I'm going to keep looking through the rest of this week. If I do need to field a Pumpkaboo, I feel comfortable being able to at least get that one that I caught today to 30 to unlock the second set of pumpkins and just be able to leave it overnight, because it will get a boatload this week. This morning, original Jumbo Pumpkaboo got a much more decent collection because of that ingredient collecting boost that ghost types have for this week. So I'm happy to use this opportunity to stockpile some more pumpkins. But that is where I'm going to wrap it up for today, because I have already gone into the Mega Gargantuan episode. So many checks today. But thank you so much for sticking through. I hope your Halloween event is going just as well, if not better. And I will see you back tomorrow morning. Back to mornings for the next couple days. See how it all plays out. But let me know how your week's going down in the comments below. I'll see you back tomorrow for more. But until then, sleep well.